So finally, Minister Senzo Mchunu appears before the Hard Committee in Parliament. Let me just say this one, that Minister Senzo Mchunu did way better compared to General Shadrack Sibia. Sibia was just mumbling and just not answering some questions when he was asked about to clarify matters. The man was just mumbling and shambling. So it failed to answer, he failed to convince her to tell his side of the story, because he had this obsession of want just to counteract what Mkhwanazi has said. Then he lost the focus, and he just started to lie and more lies, right? But when it comes to now Minister Senzo Mchunu, seems like to be a politician is way better than being a general, because politicians, they have this strategy. They just know to press the buttons, the right buttons. They just know how to put out the stand and to speak the right talk. I don't say that you have to agree with what he said, but the minister did give a good presentation when it comes on himself, defending himself with them.
But the decision was not for unlawful reasons. As a matter of fact, I have nothing to do with criminal syndicates myself. I've never had anything to do with them in my life. Not once. And not amper. Not amper. It has never happened. And it will never happen. It will never happen. Well, accusation is another when I'm accused, but I know I'm being investigated. But I know that at the same time, statements have been made in this comment that I'm no criminal. General Mkhwanazi knows in his conscience that I'm not a criminal, that I have nothing to do with criminal syndicates. He knows.
He did stand for himself. On the other hand, Northwest businessman Brown Mogotsi says that police do not have any shred of evidence against him. He was responding to a police raid at his Siwiding business property in Mahikeng, Northwest on Thursday. Mogotsi claims that he is authorized to keep sensitive crime intelligence information.
You are saying that tomorrow, when you decide to meet them, because as they've told you, they are now coming towards where you are in Johannesburg. If they do get to where you are, would you want us to also be part of that, just so you are sure that it is police officers that are coming to you?
Yes, I'll be very much grateful. I'll share with the details. However, that I believe should only be done tomorrow. Why should it be done at 10 o'clock? Because they're coming to search me.
But it does appear that they are insisting that they want to meet you today.
No, they won't find me. Like I'm confirming to you, I send them the location from the hotel where I'm staying. I'll perhaps find something, just for tonight, such that tomorrow we are able to meet in certain police station, because that's my near.
Brown Mogotsi was raided by the members of the SABS, and the KZN political killing test team were also there. And he was not so happy, because he said that they came out there with their fully armor, with guns there, as if he's some hard criminal. And he was nowhere to be seen, as I can tell you that. While Senzo Mchunu has been questioned there in Parliament, and Brown is on the other side running for his life. So I want us to talk about something that is so interesting. I want us to connect these dots, because there's something that was said by Minister Senzo Mchunu that does not make any sense. The man comes boldly and say that the decision of disbanding the KZN political killing task team, he was alone when he took that decision, and when he wrote the letter in his office, he was alone when he wrote the letter. So now the question that pops up is that, how is it that there are some WhatsApp messages that shows Brown Mogotsi communicating with Vusimuzi Cat Matlala, telling him that it is done? So now the question that remains is, How did Brown Mogotsi know the same day that the minister wrote the letter and took the decision to disband the KZN political killing task team? This was way even before Fani Masumula was briefed or updated about now the changes that is happening on the ground in terms of policing, particularly the PKTT. So Brown Mogotsi seems like he was the first person to receive this information or this news, and to pass now that information to the likes of Vusimuzi Cat Matlala.
So would it concern or bother you that at 10:38, Mogotsi sends a WhatsApp to Cat Matlala indicating, and I quote from the WhatsApp, "The task team that came to your house and arrested you has been dissolved / disbanded, !"
10:30 on the same day.
On the same day. On January 1st, Mogotsi informed Matlala.
On January the 1st?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now this shows that the relationship that Minister Senzo Mchunu has with Brown Mogotsi is so very close. And also with Vusimuzi Cat Matlala, they are so very close. And now another insight is that it shows another relationship with some top high-ranking police generals, from the crime intelligence going to subs, including Minister Senzo Mchunu. It shows that this Brown Mogotsi is pretty much involved when it comes to policing. And it was so sad when he was asked, shocking by the way, when he was asked to say that is he a police officer, and he denied and said no. Now to ask yourself and to just find out this information of this man having even the information, sensitive information when it comes to intelligence, it is something else.
How I had when finally in that last day of the year, I decided to write the letter. First thing, I calculated months I'd been appointed to police. It was 5 months at that time. And when I looked at our performance, I was happy with our performance in terms of progress that we had made. But it didn't meet my standards, I must admit, it didn't. So I thought we would have done more in terms of progress on all the difficulties that we're coming across and make subs work better. There was also an intervention that at the beginning of the year when we open, what is it that we will be upfront in terms of dealing with and delivering? And so early in the morning on the 31st, I woke up, I took the pen. In my home where I sleep when I'm there is a roundabout. So I went there to sit on the table and started writing. Now, firstly, when General Mkhwanazi even took pain trying to explain that my letter was written by people who were sitting somewhere in a corner, I was looking at him on TV. I did see that he really was trying very hard to find a corner somewhere in South Africa where these people were sitting, who he didn't name. And he ended up not naming that place. What the truth is, I sat down in that room alone and I wrote what ended up being the directives. Why did I select the three? They came from the work that we had been doing, and in my assessment, they came up tops as uppermost in my mind, also considering the views of people. Now, which are these issues? it is the disbandment of the political task team, merely as part of, not that I have any particular individual in the team that I have a problem with, but it was optimization. I will get resources and so on, more resources to do what we have to do in advancing the work. And my calculation was that it would be a process that at some point we would discuss in a particular way. So I then said, okay, political killings task team, we would need to disband it.
Minister Senzo Mchunu argued before the ad hoc committee that when he took the decision to disband the KZN political killing task team, he was alone in his office when he was writing that letter. Now, what is shocking is this evidence that Brown Mogotsi, as an informant, giving Vusimuzi Cat Matlala the information that the KZN political killing task team is being shut down. He sent a WhatsApp message to Cat Matlala that the task team that has been sent to your house and that has arrested you had been dissolved / disbanded. So how did he know that? If Senzo Mchunu was alone when he took the decision, Brown Mogotsi was not there, Fani Masumula was not there, even the staff, the people that he's working with in his office, they were not there, took the decision alone. How did now Brown Mogotsi come to have that knowledge of saying that the political killing task team has already been dealt with? Immediately sending the message to Vusimuzi Cat Matlala of saying that worry not, we have dealt with those police. How did he know that? That's the big question remaining. Mogotsi informed Matlala on the same day. There at the ad hoc committee, it was revealed that Minister Senzo Mchunu made his decision to disband the team. January the 1st, on a WhatsApp, he wrote to Cat Matlala and said that, good day, I have arranged a meeting between General Shadrack Sibia, Senzo Mchunu, and Vusimuzi Cat Matlala. Just watch this video here.
10:30 on the same day.
On the same day. On January 1st, Mogotsi informed Matlala.
On January the 1st?
Yeah.
Okay.
That he would be meeting with you and Lieutenant General Sabia. He says in a text message, good day, I've arranged a meeting for Sabia and the minister. Must have a solution.
There are two questions there. The first one is, would it concern me that Mogotsi seems
Yeah, shortly after you
yes,
issued...
It would concern me.
It would?
It would concern me. Okay. Because I wouldn't know how that happened. But not only when my letter found its way into his hands on the date and time, it would have concerned me if my letter found its way into any other person's hand. I would similarly worry how it happened, and therefore the answer is straight. It would worry me. I would be very much concerned.
So Minister Mchunu says that this letter concerns him on how it landed in the hands of Brown Mogotsi. Gerald Corners revealed that when Minister Senzo Mchunu was having a meeting for the NEC's January 8th celebration, the same Brown Mogotsi was also there together with the likes of Cat Matlala. Mogotsi is always on the sensitive police material, and the relationship of Senzo Mchunu and Brown Mogotsi is unethical, said General Kwanazi. Because these two are always moving as a pair. You will swear that indeed Brown Mogotsi is the member, he's the full member of intelligence, or he's just having that top position when it comes to subs or when it comes to police holistically. So Brown Mogotsi is the center now of everything, involving his working with Minister Senzo Mchunu, He's working with business, the likes of Vusimuzi Cat Matlala, and he's working with a political party called the AC, because these three you cannot separate under the name of Brown Mogotsi. So the police now raided his house. They were just looking for his phones, right? And he was just lamenting, crying sigh of saying, why are they coming to take my phone? Because the evidence that I have is just there in the phones that these police are coming to take. Why? How am I going to appear before the Matlala Commission that is scheduled from 2 weeks from now? And how is it he is going to make it to Parliament when his information that he wants to present there, his proof of the evidence that he wants to show, they're there in his phone? He's saying that now, why the police are coming now? Maybe they must come after he has testified there. Do you think that is hiding something? We don't know. Only time will tell. What's your take on this Brown Mogotsi being in the center of the controversy and in his dealing and his relationship when it comes to Vusimuzi Cat Matlala and Minister Senzo Mchunu? Sure, this was so deep. Please don't forget, you can leave your comment on the section below, and you can subscribe to this political YouTube channel until you meet on the next video. Me, myself, and I, and I'm out.